In a dramatic move, over 50 Democratic lawmakers have fled the state of Texas to block a vote on a controversial redistricting plan. This high-stakes showdown carries significant implications not just for Texas, but potentially for the balance of power in the entire country. We'll break down what's happening, why it's happening, and what could come next. The story began on Sunday, August 3, 2025. When at least 51 Democratic members of the Texas House of Representatives boarded planes and left the state, with most heading to Chicago. Their goal is a rare political maneuver called breaking quorum. Think of it like a game that can't start without enough players. The Texas House has 150 members, and its rules say at least 2/3 or 100 lawmakers must be present to hold a vote. By leaving, the Democrats have dropped the number of representatives in the state below that threshold, grinding the legislature to a halt. They plan to stay out of Texas until the current special legislative session ends on August 19th, hoping to run out the clock on the bill they oppose. So what is this bill that would cause such a drastic response? It's a new map of congressional districts. These are the areas that each member of the U.S. House of Representatives is elected to represent. Normally, these maps are redrawn only once every 10 years after the national census. But Texas Republicans, who control the state government, are pushing for a rare mid-decade redistricting. The proposed map is designed to create 5 new congressional districts that would be heavily tilted toward the Republican Party. The bill's sponsor was direct about the goal, saying the new districts are based on, quote, political performance. This move could increase the Republican share of Texas's 38 seats in the U.S. Congress from 25 to 30. This effort has national significance. As of 2025, President Donald Trump is in the White House, and the Republican Party holds a slim 222 to 212 majority in the U.S. House. The new Texas map is seen as a way to help protect that majority ahead of the 2026 midterm elections. Democrats have fiercely opposed the plan, calling it a corrupt, racially motivated gerrymander. They argue it's designed to weaken the voting power of Black and Latino Texans, the very communities that have driven the state's population growth. The response from Texas's Republican leadership has been swift and severe. Governor Greg Abbott issued an ultimatum demanding the lawmakers return by Monday afternoon. He has threatened to use a legal opinion that could allow for their removal from office for abandoning their duties. Attorney General Ken Paxton was even more blunt, stating the lawmakers should be found, arrested, and brought back to the Capitol immediately. Under recently adopted rules, the absent members also face a $500 per day fine.
The Democrats, however, are standing their ground. From their temporary base in Illinois, where the state's Democratic governor, J.B. Pritzker, has welcomed them, they are framing their walkout as a moral stand. The chair of the House Democratic Caucus, Jean Wu, said, "We're not walking out on our responsibilities, we're walking out on a rigged system." In a defiant four-word statement responding to Governor Abbott's threats, the caucus simply said, "Come and take it."
This isn't the first time this has happened in Texas. Democrats also fled the state in 2021 to block a voting bill and in 2003 to protest another mid-decade redistricting plan. Both of those past efforts were ultimately unsuccessful, as the governor can call multiple special sessions. This time, Republicans have also tied the controversial map to popular disaster relief funding for recent deadly floods, creating more political pressure. The standoff in Texas could also set off a national redistricting arms race, with Democrat-led states like California and New York considering redrawing their own maps in retaliation. For now, Texas is locked in a political power struggle. Democrats are using one of the only tools available to a minority party to stop a bill they see as fundamentally unfair. Republicans are using every tool of their majority power to push it through. The outcome remains uncertain, but it has put a national spotlight on the intense, ongoing battle over the future of voting rights and political power in America.